Here's the very unusual question, which tests your analytical skills, pattern recognition skills, as well as spatial reasoning. You're presented with three very unusual shapes. You have a rainbow consisting of 4 sections on the top and then 5 squares at the bottom of this shape. Each shape has a unique set of different colors. You need to detect the pattern and based on that recognize shape number 4 out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. This is one of the tough questions. If you're having troubles, maybe pause this video to see if you can come up with the solution. On my end, I am moving forward to share with you my thought process and my solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. When I was describing this question, I gave you a tip. This object is broken down into 2 parts. The rainbow section has its own pattern, and the series of squares at the bottom has its own pattern. So there are 2 patterns here in this shape, but detecting one is not enough. You have to detect both patterns. To make things easier, let's focus on the bottom pattern first. Let's focus on the squares. If you look closely and focus on the green square, you see that in the sequence 1 shape, green square in the position number 5. And in sequence 2 object, it moves to the position number 1. And all other objects shift to the right. If we continue to follow green square, you see that in the sequence number 3 object, the green square in the position number 2. So if we continue this logic, that green square should be in the position number 3, in the middle of all squares. But guess what? If you look at the possible choices, you see that in all 4 choices, choices A, B, C, and D, green square is in the middle. So this is not much help. This is why to get to the correct solution, we need to focus on the top sections of the rainbow. And if you look closely at the top sections, you see that there are 4 colors, 1 color per each section of the rainbow. Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if we compare sequence 1 and sequence 2 objects, you can see closely that the sections of the rainbow continuously move to the inside. For example, let's follow the red section of the rainbow, which is present on the outside in the sequence 1. You see that in the sequence 2, this is the second from the outside section, and then in the sequence 3, it becomes 3rd section on the inside. So to find the correct solution, we need to look for the red section being the most inside section of the rainbow, which matches choice D. This was a very tough challenge. Hopefully you've nailed this one and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. Here's one of my favorite questions where you're presented with the sequence of shapes and you need to find the next shape in the sequence. What's unusual about this shape is that they resemble the molecules, with electrons floating around the molecule and atom in the middle. You have 4 different choices to choose the missing shape. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can find the missing shape. What you might consider doing is maybe pausing this video to see if you can look closely at the picture to have a better opportunity to find the missing shape. And on my end, I am moving forward to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. Let's look closely at the shape here. The shape consists of small spheres, and the number of spheres increases with every shape. First shape has 1 sphere, second shape has 2 spheres, and third shape has 3 spheres. So we can reasonably conclude that the 4th and missing shape will have 4 spheres. Well, this is not much help here, because if you look at the choices A, B, C, and D, they all have 4 small spheres. So our next step here to solve this challenge is to look at the bottom number. And to solve it, you need to find the formula to calculate the bottom number based on the incrementing number of spheres. For example, the formula to do bottom number calculation is 4 multiplied in parentheses number of spheres squared plus 1. So to calculate the bottom value for the first shape, we need to multiply 4 in parentheses 1 squared plus 1, which would be equal 8. For second shape, 4 multiplied in parentheses 1 plus 1 squared, which is 2 squared, which equals 4 plus 1 equals 4 multiplied by 5 equals 20. For the third shape, we need to multiply 4 in parentheses 3 squared plus 1 equals 4 multiplied by 10 equals 40. So to calculate the bottom number for the missing shape, we need to multiply 4 in parentheses 4 squared plus 1 equals 4 multiplied 16 plus 1, 4 multiplied by 17 equals 68. This is why the correct choice here is choice C with bottom number 68. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. A lot of viewers on this channel ask me how to increase their IQ scores. Even though methods might be different from person to person, let me share with you 3 ways that help me to stay in shape. I love listening to classical music. I believe that this helps improve your analytical skills as well as spatial reasoning skills. Also, I like playing sports and I go to the gym to do vigorous exercises. I think this helps me to increase oxygen levels in the blood as well as to keep your brain more active. After a certain age, staying active helps you to increase your reactions as well as IQ. And last but not least, I like to stay hydrated. I drink a lot of green tea, Earl Grey tea, coffee, and vitamin water throughout the day to help me stay energized. You can use these tips to prepare specifically for the test or to change your daily habits and stay sharper day after day. Do you have tips of your own on how to keep your brain in shape? Please make sure to share in comments so we can all learn. And now let's continue and get you ready for the test. Here's the phenomenal question to test your spatial reasoning skills. You need to select the matching combination which fits into this object. And you need to do the selection out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look, maybe pause this video to see if you can find the perfect combo. Are you ready? Let me share with you my version of the solution. And I'm also going to share some tips and tricks question designers used here to confuse you. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. I believe the correct answer here is choice B, and let me explain you why. If we rearrange shapes in the answer and try to fit them in one by one, we get into the perfect fit. Let's fit the first shape, second shape, and then the third shape. Do you see how it fits perfectly? Obviously, the trick is to mentally move the shapes, trying to fit them into position until you find the correct answer. And it's hard to do it during the test. Let me show you one little trick here, how you can eliminate some of the answers. Let's look closely onto the target object. If we count all the small squares, we get to the 13 squares. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 squares. But let's look at the choice A. Choice A has only 12 small squares, which would mean that choice A doesn't fit perfectly. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see how easy it is to eliminate choice 12 by just counting small squares? Another trick question designers are used is colors. If you look closely, target shapes are of a different colors just to make it harder for you to visualize and find the right set of shapes. Which means that colors do not contribute to the pattern detection. Do you know any other tricks of solving these types of challenges? Please make sure to post them in comments. One of the questions I love the most are the ones with the missing shape. You're presented with 3 by 3 matrix. 8 of the 9 matrix's squares have shapes, and there's one where shape is missing. You need to find the missing shape by looking at 4 different choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Please take a close look to see if you can come up with the solution. Are you ready? Because I am moving forward to share with you my version. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. Let me first add some references to the matrix. We will name columns A, B, and C, and we will name rows 1, 2, and 3. And you probably noticed here, but column C values represent shaded intersection of column A shapes. And considering this, column B values are just a distraction and do not influence answer in any way. For example, C1 shape is just a reflection of A1 shape with the crossed shaded areas. Same with the relationship between the C2 and A2 shapes. Considering this, the correct choice here is choice B, where triangle and square are intersecting, and there's a shaded gray area on the intersection. Do you have a better solution? Please make sure to post it in comments. If you find the content of the channel helpful, you can help us by becoming a member. For example, if you're getting ready for employment test and might wonder how you can download the value pack, we'll give you one reason to download and save. And this is by becoming a YouTube member. For example, if you become Platinum member, you can download Employment Assessment Test Preparation Bundle. We also frequently publish exclusive content for members only to help you stay sharp and get ready for the test. To become a member, all you need to do is to navigate to howtoanalyzedata.net/membership. You can type the link directly in your browser or follow the link in the description of this video. Thank you for your endorsement, support, and patronage. And now let's continue and get you ready for the test. Have you ever dreamed of finding the tree where money grows on the branches? Now is your opportunity. You're presented with 3 money trees, and the 4th one is missing. You have 4 different choices to choose from to find the correct money tree. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can find the right matching one. Maybe pause this video to see if you can come up with the solution. On my end, I am moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. Amazing problem, isn't it? But to solve it, you need to take a close look at the tree. In this picture, each tree is different based on the number of leaves, number of branches, and calculated value at the bottom of the tree. And to calculate the value, you need to multiply total number of leaves by total number of branches on the tree. For example, first tree has 7 leaves and 7 branches, and the number at the bottom is calculated as 7 by 9 equals 63. Second tree has 9 leaves and 9 branches, and 9 multiplied by 9 equals 81. Third tree is missing, but the fourth tree has 13 leaves and 9 branches, and 13 multiplied by 9 equals 117. So to calculate the missing value on the third tree, you need to multiply 11 leaves by 9 branches, and 11 multiplied by 9 equals 99. What's interesting here is that choices A, B, and C all have value at the bottom of 99. But the correct choice here is only choice B, because only choice B has 11 leaves and 9 branches, and multiplying 11 by 9 equals actually 99, which matches the formula. So the correct choice here is choice B. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. And here's the practice question for you. In the practice question, I'm not going to share with you the answer. Instead, you would need to solve this question on your own and post your answer in the comment section of this video so I can give you my feedback. In this question, you're presented with unusual shape sequence, and you need to find the missing item, which is represented by the question box. You have 4 different choices for the missing number. Choice A, 5, choice B, 6, choice C, 7, and choice D, 8. Do you think the different colors of the shape play a role in the sequence here? Are you ready? Please make sure to post your answer in the comment section of this video so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's a rather unexpected question you might frequently see on the test. You need to determine during which period revenue declined, and you're presented with the profit and loss chart that covers periods from 2018 to 2024. On the chart, you see 3 lines representing revenue, expenses, and taxes. And you need to select the final answer out of 4 different choices. Choice A, the period between 2018 and 2020. Choice B, the period between 2019 and 2020. Choice C, the period between 2020 and 2021. And choice D, the period between 2023 and 2024. Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video to see if you can come up with the solution. I'm pretty sure that by now you found it, but I'm going to move forward and reveal you my version of the solution anyway. And if you know the better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. The way I see it is that the revenue goes down between the period of 2020 and 2021, which is represented by the blue line. In 2020, the revenue was about 9.5 units, and then in 2021, it went down to approximately 8.5 units. All other highlighted periods in the question indicate revenue increases. Did you see it differently? Please make sure to post your answer in comments. As you might be well aware, the fastest way to learn and prepare for the test is by doing hands-on practice exercises. This is why we prepared practice materials for you to download so you can learn faster. All you need to do is to navigate to howtoanalyzedata.net/resources. You can type this link directly in your browser or follow the link in the description of this video. Thank you for your endorsement, support, and patronage. And now, let's continue to get you ready for the test. One of my favorite questions is where you need to calculate the missing value. You're presented with three equations, and in fourth equation, the result is missing. The first equation is 23 multiplied by blue parrot plus red parrot equals 41. Second equation, 19 plus blue parrot equals 31. Third equation is 10 multiplied by blue parrot plus red parrot equals 72. And last but not least expression is 26 plus red parrot multiplied by blue parrot equals missing value. You need to select missing value out of four possible choices. Choices A, 83, choice B, 90, choice C, 98, and choice D, 107. Take a close look to see if you can calculate the answer. And on my end, I am moving forward to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments so we can all learn. For simplicity, let's create variables. We will use B for blue parrot, and we will use R for red parrot. So the first step here is to create and solve an expression. And the easiest one to solve is the second expression with two blue parrots. 19 plus B equals 31, which means that 2B equals 31 minus 19, which equals 12. Once we solve it, we see that B, blue parrot, equals 6. Knowing the value for blue parrot, we can solve first expression. 23 plus B plus R equals 41, which means that 23 plus 6 plus missing variable R equals 41. After the calculations, R equals 41 minus 29 equals 12. Technically, we don't even need a third expression, because having first and second expression allows us to solve both variables. But let's use third expression to verify that our calculations are correct. 10 multiplied by blue parrot B plus red parrot R equals 10 multiplied by 6 plus 12. 10 multiplied by 6 equals 60, 60 plus 12 equals 72. Now it's time to calculate the missing number. 26 plus red parrot multiplied by blue parrot equals 26 plus 12 multiplied by 6 equals 26 plus 72 equals 98. So the correct answer is choice C, 98. Hopefully you've nailed this question on your own and now know how to solve similar problems on the test. Here's an amazing question which tests your analytical skills. You're presented with the set of diamonds. Each diamond has other objects inside, and you need to find the missing diamond, which is diamond number 4. You have 4 different choices to choose from. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the right solution. Are you ready? Do you have the answer? Let me move forward and share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. As with a lot of other questions, the key to answer this question is to detect the pattern. If you look closely, you will see the diamonds filled with the arrowheads, triangles, which are moving in a different direction. The direction of the arrowheads rotates 90 degrees clockwise with every next shape in the pattern. For example, in the first shape, they move to the 12 o'clock position of the clock. Then they move to the 3 o'clock position, and then to the 6 o'clock. So if you detected this pattern, in the missing shape, the arrowheads should be at the 9 o'clock position. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. I have a surprise for you. I have a question for you to test your skills now. Please take a close look at the picture and see if you can come up with the next item in the sequence. You have 4 different choices to choose the right answer from. Choices A, B, C, and D. Give yourself a few seconds to see if you can come up with the solution. Do you see the answer? If you found the answer, please make sure to post it in comments. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's an amazing question where you need to determine relationships between the objects. You're presented with the 2 pairs of objects. In the first example, a red rectangle with another object inside has the is-to relationship to the yellow circle with another object, also with another object inside. You need to determine the relationship of the gray rectangle with the red diamond inside and find the missing object among 4 different choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. Ready or not, I am moving forward to share with you final answer. And obviously, this is only my version of the solution. If you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. You're probably tired of hearing this on this channel, but the key to determine the relationship is look for patterns. In this example, the inner object increases in size to become the background element for the next object. At the same time, the outer element reduces in size to become the inner object for the final shape. In addition, objects preserve the colors when changing their sizes. So to find the final answer, you need to look for the gray rectangle, which decreases size and becomes the inner object in the foreground, where red diamond becomes the larger object in the background. Hopefully you've nailed this question and now know how to answer similar problems on the test. Thanks for watching. If the content was helpful, please give us a like and consider subscribing. This is the way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and we'll make sure to deliver it for you in the future. For links and resources referenced in this video, please check the description. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to find what you're looking for and download the materials. We really thank you for your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.